Gone are the days when the only museum we had in Uganda was the Ugandan Museum. Times have changed and we now have a couple of other museums in Uganda. Right here where I am is one of them. It is the Igongo Museum, and in this video we are going to get to see and learn more about the history of the Ankole. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's do this. We cannot talk about the Ankole and fail to talk about how their bodies are built. In the Igongo Museum, you get to actually see the proper structure of a Ankole woman. We are going to start from the hair. The hair is called Ishochelechubunda. That means the hair is as thick as a canopy. And then we have the breasts. The breasts were called Intanga. Intanga is a young fruit. So that means the breasts, they always had, or they still have paki breasts. And then you go to the waistline. The waistline, they always refer to as Enyabumba, and Enyabumba. Enyabumba is a wasp, and if you all know how a wasp looks like, it always has like that, you know, that whole curvy shape. So that is exactly how the waistline is. We had two types of the Ankole. We had crop farmers and we had the cattle keepers. The cattle keepers were called Abarisa, and then the crop farmers were called Abahinji. So this right here is a traditional home of a crop farmer. So you can come and take a look. So of course it is self-explanatory. We have the Orubengo and then the millet. That is where they used to grind the millet from to get the millet flour. And then the millet flour is used to do kalo, or the millet cake. Yeah, so as you can see, the man, the elder, or the head of the family is right there sipping on his local porridge, and that he's holding in his hand is what he used to smoke, called Enyungu. Enyungu. So then the kid, with what the kid is holding is called Orwavia. This Orwavia is used for sauce, maybe chitama, that is made from ghee, or any kind of sauce. Yeah, and then this that you see right here is where the millet that is milled is put. So you put millet here, and then you put your karo. So you guys understand it is karo, and then you put the sauce in the Orwavia, and then you eat. So you can see that is a woman. This is where they store the millet grains. Then you get the millet grains, put there, and then you grind and then make the flour. Yeah, so you can see that's a woman, that's the whole family. And then they used to live, of course, this whole setup, they used to live in grass-thatched huts or houses. I don't know why people call them grass-thatched houses. Okay, it is a house. And then on top here, you can see those are yellow bananas. Every time the yellow bananas got ready, or they were ready to be, got from the banana stand, they used to, and then they still do. So pardon when I use the past tense and the present tense. So when you get the bananas, you put them on top, and that is where they get right from. Yeah, and then so this definitely is the whole setup. As you can see, these are cooking stones called amahega. This is where they do all the cooking from, the kneading, the what. Yeah, everything. As you can see, a pot. There are families which up to now they still do prepare their beans and everything. And by the beans that are prepared from a pot, they hit different. You guys should all try it. Yeah, so this was the whole setup. Where the guy is sitting is called Htebe. I don't know what other people call it. Yeah, so that is Amurisa homestead. So when you come inside, I'm going to take you to the homestead of a cattle keeper. The cattle keepers were literally 90% of everything they used in their homes were from cows. As you can see, this is also another setup. There is a Yanzi, that is where millet and milk is stored, and all that process of making ghee out of it. That is why it takes place. Then there is a kid seated on a cattle skin, also called Oruhu. Then for the firewood, that is where he gets the fire for his new enyungu. Then we have a spear. That spear is for scaring away it's also for hunting,
For hunting and for protection.
yeah, for protection, everything. Because you know this, you have to protect both yourself and your cows, because we are not just talking about cows. This is a family where you find that they own close to like 500 cows. So yeah, and then the Bianzi and everything. The communication or okurzana, that is Orumuri agar Ankole ageterine. But for you guys that have known me for a long time, you know that I worked for Orumuri. I think I left in about 2017. So the first newspaper was called Ageterine, then Agar Ankole, then Orumuri. Those are the impapuro z'amahuriro z'Orunyankole n'Orukiga that we had, which up to now we still have, because like I told you, Orumuri still exists. But of course, apart from the newspapers, they also had some other means of communication. That the guy is holding is a trumpet and zamba. Yeah, and then there was also the use of drums, very many things that they used to communicate. We cannot talk about culture and not talk about the way of dressing. This exactly shows you how the Banyankole men used to wear about 100 years ago. As you can see, the ore is just used to cover this part of their bodies, leaving the other part of the body bare, and then probably once in a while tie, a piece of cloth around themselves, either around the neck or like this. And then we also have the hairstyles, as you can see. I don't know what this is called, but if you can tell from these hairstyles, you can tell that some of these hairstyles are actually back. Starting from this one, if you guys have been watching Nigerian songs, I don't know, but me, I've been seeing a lot of these hairstyles coming back, which I'm so glad about. And then this side, you can also see how the women used to dress up like 100 years. You see how they used to cover up their faces like this. Then we go to this, where I'm guessing this is back close. Then we go to 8 years ago, where they would just cover the whole body and leave probably the eyes. And then we go to a point where they would cover everything and leave a better part of their face, to a point where they now never used to cover their face at all. And then currently, this is how a Nyankole woman, appears like in their culture attire. I'm pretty sure for you guys that have attended any event of Banyankole, you've probably seen them. This is something that has not started right now. That is how they used to wear. And yeah, as you can see, things keep on changing, but now we are at this stage. I don't know if we are going to change or not. That is exactly where we are. So that is a shrine. That is where the ancient Banyankole used to go and talk to the gods, appease the gods. Omufumu, that is the diviner, then cricket. When you come to this museum, you get a whole experience of the forms of worship, fortune telling, what the white sheep and the white cows meant. Then what we have here, Orhurengwe, means the skin of a leopard. Also have the evolution of the Ugandan currency, from the bit where we used to use the cowrie shells to all that, really. The coins with holes in them. Yeah. Okay, 1987 Ugandan currency. Okay, at least I saw that 10,000 note. Our hair, see, those were the people that made stuff out of iron. As you can see, Rara, Omhoro, Mbijo, all those things, Mpindu. And then, so you put that in the fire, and then get some heat on it, and then use it for whatever you want to use it for. Then the woodwork side, people who do stuff out of wood are called ababizi, and the process is called okubeija. Then okunogora, that is the poetry, the pottery bit, different types of pots, as you can see. Orugusyo. Then you have the calabashes right there, also known as FCC, which also had different uses. With my usual suspects, Eureka, all dressed like he's going for a diamond platinum concert. Yeah, so that is one thing I like about, you know, me being in Mbarara, because at least he's always there helping me film some of these things, as you all know. And then we also have this bit of the clans of Ankole. We have Abami, Abahweju, Abarigasa, Bene Kajenda, Bene Muhiji, quite a number of them. That is actually my clan. I'm a Muchimbiri. So hey Bachimbiri watching this video. Yeah. Obukomooko bw'abakimbiri ebitebyo nibigira ngu abakimbiri bakakomoka aha muchwezi wamara wabiratwire wire butatya kyeihangira omuri Karagwe. Wait, Karagwe is from Tanzania, guys. Wamara akazaara Ruhinda keitira Kachimbiri na Kairuntu. Kachimbiri niwe yarugireyo yarugiirweho Ruganda rw'abakimbiri. Okay. Wow, you get to know a lot about your clan. That is the war equipment. You can see the politics and leadership of Ankole, Uganda, Bunyoro, Rwanda, Chorobuweju, literally everywhere. You get to see the name of their kings, right from those people that were leading our people from the beginning up to now. You do not just see the names, you also get to see their photos down here, see how they looked like, see their names and everything. Then here you get to see the structure of the king's palace. This is exactly how the king's palace looked like. Here is where you see Abagabe, named as the Ankole, the people, you know, our kings right from the start, all their names, all their photos. They see all that, and then the secretaries that worked, Secretary General Chigezi, Abahadi, Chubakuri, Chigezi, they are all right here. Everything that you need to know. So here we have Kwijakwe Christayo, the coming of the Anglican Church. You come and read all that. We have the coming of the external religions of Kwijakomadini. Quite a lot that you get to see here. Okwijakwe dini y'Obusiraamu omuli Ankole na Kigezi, how the Islamic bit came into Ankole and Kigezi. There is quite a number of activities and things that you're going to learn more about the Ankole culture when you come here at Igongo Museum. So the next time you're leaving Mbarara, maybe going back to Kampala, or leaving Kampala coming back to Mbarara, please make it a point to stop at the Igongo Museum and have this whole experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.